obviously congratulations on the win. What did you make of that performance today?
Yeah, thank you. Look, I actually just want to start first and foremost by wishing Lauren all the best. I mean, that's horrific to see anyone have an injury in game, and obviously the Spirit send her the best wishes. I mean, that's not the outcome or an outcome we wanted for anybody in this game at any time. So, Lauren, you have our best wishes, and yeah, we're going to hope for the absolute best outcome given the situation, although it looks obviously, horrible. As far as the game goes, I mean, look, there's no easy game coming to Townsville. It's probably the toughest place to come and get wins. And I know I say that as someone who's just come off a win, and I know we've had a fairly reasonable track record at this place, but just again playing, I think Shannon has that team playing really well. They're a well-oiled machine. They run their stuff very well, and they're very disciplined. They forced us into 17 turnovers, which again, you could see the level of physicality and their methodology and how they were trying to play in an aggressive way, but at the same time the right way. It wasn't, I didn't think it was over-aggressive. I just thought they played with good energy, and I thought we did a great job of being able to capitalise on that at different times to attack different matchups, find the right shots. I mean, I was, to be honest, really surprised to look at the sheet and see we shot the ball 50% from both the three-point line and the field in general, which really surprised me just given their level of defence. But from our perspective, obviously really, really proud of our group and how we defended, how we responded, how we found shots, and how we continue to apply pressure and get on the rim and create good shots for us on the other end.
Meg, obviously just touching on that Lauren Cox injury, did you kind of feel that after she went down, the Townsville had a little bit more of an emotional fuel to their fire?
I mean, yeah, it's super sad. So my best wishes go to her. I never want to see anyone go out with an injury. But we knew, when one person goes down, I think any team, you want to play for each other and you want to play for your teammates. So yeah, I mean, I definitely feel like they wanted to win for her. I mean, who wouldn't want to do that for your teammate? So we knew we just had to stay together and keep getting it on the defensive end.
Obviously, that is now your 10th straight win, Meg. How do you kind of keep this momentum going?
I mean, I think it's just who we are as a team, the effort we bring in day out, whether that's training, lift, on the road, during games. I think we just keep staying together, and our chemistry will handle things on and off the court, and I just think we're playing really well right now. So just keeping that momentum.
Obviously you held them to, I think it was 61 points today. Is that really pleasing just to, and can boost your guys' confidence just in that defensive part of the court?
Yeah, I think we're really harping on our defense. We want to hold teams to their lowest, and to hold Townsville to their lowest, which is 61. I mean, that's incredible. So I think we really pride ourselves in our defense because, there's going to be nights where on offense our shots aren't going to fall, and we're going to need to get it done on the defensive end, and especially with a talented Townsville team, I think that's really impressive.
Kennedy touched on this, but we know that playing in the fire pit is pretty hard. It's a very intimidating environment. How did you kind of enjoy that challenge?
Yeah, I mean, I was super excited to come here. I was definitely excited to get our rematch. We played them. It was my first WNBL game, so didn't end how I wanted it to. So I was super excited for this rematch and to come in to this great environment. They get really good fans. It was super loud, great music. So I think it was just a really good test for us, and I'm super proud of how we showed out tonight.
Kennedy, I'll just move back to you. Obviously, it's been a great year for you and the Spirit. How do you kind of reflect on this year and what's happened?
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, I mean, again, just to have an incredible amount of gratitude for, being able to coach a group that continues to play the right way and for each other with a tremendous amount of effort and their buy-in to what we're trying to do, both in the community and obviously on court has been tremendous. So, for me, obviously, it's I understand obviously winning is great, and obviously we're all striving for that to get those types of results, but for me, it's just been able to lock into just the process and how we go about it. And so for us, that's been our entire focus all year. I understand that we've won 10 straight, but for us, it's all been about how we go about it, how we play for each other, how we buy into what we're doing defensively, offensively, and sticking a game plan. And this group's done an incredible job of it. And it definitely takes a village to do these things. Obviously, we've got incredible leadership on the floor with both Kelsey Griffin and Abby Warong, and then obviously Tolo on the bench. We've got one of the most overqualified team managers in the game, and there's quite a few of them rolling around right now in the league. So for me, just finding time to enjoy myself as well, because I think traditionally, I think all of us coaches, we put a lot of pressure on ourselves to get results, and making sure that every game that we get, where we get a favourable result or play the right way, that I'm making sure I find time to enjoy that myself, because I'm probably my own worst enemy when it comes to over-analysing and being overcritical.
Obviously Townsville, they are the title fancies. How good is it to kind of come up against them and use these games to see where you guys are now?
Well, I think Meg sort of touched base on it before, with obviously how much she was looking forward to playing this game, because we played in round one, and we probably didn't get the result we would have liked, but to see sort of our growth. Now, I understand, take that with a grain of salt. You play the team that shows up on the day, and again, to have a major injury in the game, and obviously missing Woody changes a lot for Townsville. Obviously, she's almost flirts for triple-double every game with the amount of assists and her ability to be a playmaker, but also score, and she's a really steadying influence on the team, both on the court. And so, that's obviously a big miss for Townsville, and obviously, again, we hope she gets back to health soon as well, so she can get back on the floor. But we've just been focusing ourselves. I understand that certain experts will pick their favourites and who they think is going to win, and we're not getting caught up in that sort of stuff. We're really just locking into us and being the best version of ourselves and finding ways to get better 1% every day. I know it sounds cliche, but that really is what we're trying to do in Bendigo.
Awesome, thanks guys, that's all I have.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kennedy. Off the back of that, are you guys feeling any pressure at the moment? Obviously sitting there pretty on top of that table off the back of last season's success as well, 10 straight. Does any of that factor into, I guess, your performances and just keeping that momentum up? Obviously, you don't see that pressure on the court, obviously, though.
No, of course we acknowledge the situation, and that obviously we're 1-on-1 with Townsville now, and there's still a series to be won. We still have to play Townsville late in the season, so that could be a really important game, because obviously if we're both on similar wins, or we're one apart in Townsville, that's typically what we've been hearing. So every game's going to be a final, and we'll treat it that same way. Every game's an opportunity to prepare for the next game and for finals, and then also we've still got a few series that we have to lock away. Obviously Townsville's one, we're 1-on-1 with Perth. We've still got to play Southside again, so there's a few there. So there's lots of really tough games ahead of us, and again, we'll just continue to focus in on what we need to do to get better. Thank you.
Danny, Sammy Spice here, mate. How are you?
Oh, hey, Sammy, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good. At the start of the year, if you was on paper, thought your team was a lot stronger than last year, and you're sitting on top of the ladder. Have you been surprised about that?
No, I've got no surprises with how this team's playing. I don't. Again, I don't know. I haven't. I typically, again, just not to buy into how teams are rated on paper, because we understand bits of paper don't win games of basketball. Players do, and how they're playing. And so I think for us, again, there are a lot of really talented teams in the league this year, and we treat every game played on its merit. Every team in this league is capable of winning on its day. So we haven't got too caught up in what teams look like on paper, more specifically ours especially.
Were you happy with the win tonight? Obviously, the girls started off pretty well, and Kelsey Griffin was on fire and Meg was on fire. You're pretty happy on the sideline? Yeah, very, very nice when you got 5 players in double figures. And you know me well enough, Sammy. You've seen me at my best and at my worst. You've seen what grumpy coach looks like. Clearly, I'm very happy with our group, and obviously, it's a bit easy to travel home from Townsville on a win. Very hard to travel home on a loss. That's it. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.